Greetings, Sophisticated Intuition here with your March general messages. Keep in mind this is a general message and it may not resonate with all of you, so be sure to check your moon and ascendant signs for more information. Also, timing is of an illusion, so whenever you receive this message is when it was meant to reach you. For personal guidance, all of my information is in the description, as well as the link to purchase my book, Opening of the Way, A High Priestess Perspective. Okay, so we're going to get started. This is for the sign of Cancer. The sign of Cancer, what is it that they need to know for the month of March, please? Wow. Okay. The sign of Cancer, please. What is it that they need to know? Okay. All right. Okay. Your commitment is being tested, is at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Whew, these moonologies are always so heavy, but I like to use them right around the moon energy because it's pretty accurate. But yes, your commitment is being tested here. So it could be your romantic situation. We could be talking about your commitment to work, your commitment to life, your commitment to your journey and spirituality. Whatever it is for you, your commitment is being tested. So, this is a notice for you. Okay. All right. For the sign of Cancer, Spirit, what is it that they need to know? Need to know for the month of March for the sign of Cancer. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. Oh. Sign of Cancer. Okay. Way too many. Got quite a few here. Could be me. What is it that the sign of Cancer needs to know for the month of March, please? Okay, this is 7 of Wands. Okay. Bottom of the deck, Judgment. Okay. Final decisions. I feel like one thing for sure is that, okay, and this is just coming up, so I think that this is a general energy for the collective as a whole. Your relationship with the divine, Cancer, I feel like may be being tested here. It makes me think of the biblical story of Job. Okay? Job got sick. Job lost his job. Job's children was acting up. I say he lost his job, but he was pretty much like a farmer. And his crops was drying up, all this stuff. Okay. When I was a traditional Christian, and I still hold true to many of the values and principles, but that was one of my favorite biblical stories because the redemption at the end. Basically, that story is that this is for you, Cancer, so I'm going to hold off on a clarification. I just need to share this story with you, as I think it does apply here from what's the energy that's coming up a lot here. Is that the story was that the devil asked God for permission to test Job. Job was one of God's most faithful servants. And God said, you can try, but you will not succeed. So yeah, I give you permission. Okay. And so the devil proceeded to test Job in every way that he possibly could think of. And Job did not falter. There were some days when he was like, okay, wait a minute, what's going on here? But be that as it may, his faith remained in the divine. And at the end of the day, everything was restored unto him. So I feel like Cancer, whether that's the past energy or it's playing out in the month of March, your commitment to the divine is being tested. Now let me clarify. For the sign of Cancer, please, what is it that they need to know for the month of March? In other words, your faith, okay? Whatever denomination or path that you have taken, your faith is being tested here. Oh, too many. For the sign of Cancer, what is it that they need to know, Spirit? for the month of March. The sign of Cancer. It's dancing. The sign of Cancer. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. All right. Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Queen of Wands, she sits up on her throne and she attracts things to her. Okay. But she's also about that action. Okay. I feel with the Queen of Wands, it may be because I'm Sagittarius, I don't know. But she is power. Okay. For some of you, you may be experiencing some type of power struggle. I'm feeling like for some of you feel like you are God. And that's just why the enemy has been given permission to test you. Okay? Surrender to the divine. That's your first card out. Surrender to the divine. When this comes up, it's talking about your faith, having faith, trusting and believing in the capabilities of what the divine is going to do on your behalf. I feel like you're needing to get down on your knees, okay, and humble yourself. I feel like a level of humility needs to occur here for the month of March for the sign of Cancer, okay? Nothing is yet set in stone, okay? I think like this is giving me like don't count your chickens before they hatch. So whatever's going on, it's not yet set in stone, okay? I'm also getting the message of your faith wavers, okay? Like these waves in this image, okay? One day, a little like Job, one day, you know for a fact, you are certain, beyond certainty, that God will do it for you. And then the thing, the person, the place doesn't work out and your faith wavers. It's time to release negativity. It's time for you to stop having a double mind and be certain and trust the process. That's why judgment is here. Judgment is saying to you, Cancer, to make up your mind, to make a final decision about where you stand, okay? And whatever that is. The Three of Cups and the Three of Pentacles here. This is a resurgence, is what I heard, okay? This is you celebrating. For some of you, very mundane message. Some of you are getting into a lease or contract or of some sorts, and you're celebrating that, okay? For others of you, you are in the process of rebuilding, okay? Or you may be with a partner, okay? Or this could be talking about your significant other, but for some of you, this is about rebuilding yourselves, okay? Or rebuilding this union. The Knight of Wands and the Moon are here, okay? I just heard fly by night, okay? So I want to further clarify this. The Moon and the Knight of Wands. Why is this here for Cancer, please? The Moon and the Knight of Wands. Six of Swords. To move on to calmer waters. To find peace. And the Emperor at the bottom. Okay? To be in control here. Okay? I feel like, and you know, the Moon is your ruler, Cancer. So I do feel like that's more about you as well as timing. We just had a full moon in Virgo on last night. So I do feel like I'm picking up the timing here. And this is something about moving forward. I almost feel like you're secretly going somewhere. Okay? That's kind of what I'm picking up from this. I'll see if anything else comes out from that. But I feel like you're secretly moving to somewhere. Or trying to... Because I'm hearing fly by night. Like I'm hearing that loudly. And then the moon is here in the Six of Swords. So we're trying to move to a calmer place. Or get to a safe place is what I'm hearing. And in order to do that, you must do that discreetly. Okay? Ace of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. Okay? This is about watching your money. Okay? I feel like somebody might be watching your money. Or not just your money, but your abundance. Okay? I just heard be on the lookout. Okay? For this to come in. The Ace of Pentacles. You know, that's my miracle card right there. Okay? Then look at here. The Devil. And the Ten of Wands. This is you releasing yourself from burdens, from attachments. Okay? Wow, Cancer. Big evolution happening for you in the month of March. Big evolution. And it comes by way of you trusting the divine. Trusting the source. Okay? Look. Page of Wands, Page of Cups. Someone wants to try and come in here and give you something of... I'm hearing peace offering or making up or something like that. Let's see. Page of Wands and the Page of Cups. Why is this here for Cancer? Page of Wands and the Page of Cups. Why is this here for Cancer, please? Eight of Wands. Okay. Communication. Somebody wants to talk. And the Nine of Wands. Somebody wants to talk to you about how they hurt you. Or what they did to hurt you. Yeah, somebody wants to come in and make peace here. Or you do, okay? I feel like, okay, Cancer. Because the overall message here for you is to get into alignment and connection and conversation with God, okay? So a lot of this is about you working on your relationship with God. Looking for the miracles. You know what's coming to mind? That's beautiful. It resonated for me so much with my spiritual enlightenment journey. But if any of you have seen Forrest Gump is probably number 2, maybe number 3 in my favorite movies. No, it's number 2. And I can watch it every time like it's brand new. But there is a scene with Lieutenant Dan. Lieutenant Dan is Forrest's friend, for those of you who haven't seen the movie. And I don't want to ruin it for you. Watch it if you haven't. But there's a scene where Lieutenant Dan is basically shouting at God. You know, he lost his legs in the war, and so he's really upset about that. And he is like, and they're out in the middle of the ocean, and there's a storm that is raging. And Lieutenant Dan is extra pissed with God, okay? And I think it's by the morning from the scene, you know, they switched from the night to the morning. The storm is at night, and the storm has passed. The waters are calm, and Lieutenant Dan comes to a place of peace with God. That is what is happening for you in the month of March, okay? The Sun and the Seven of Swords. It's going to sneak up on you, okay? This happiness is going to sneak up on you. Let me go ahead and clarify that. The Sun and the Seven of Swords for Cancer. Why is this here, please? The Nine of Pentacles. Okay? It is going to sneak up on you. This feeling of freedom, the Page of Pentacles. Look. I feel like the divine is going to show you who he is. Okay? That's what I'm picking up, Cancer. I just heard, if you don't believe me, just watch. All right, let me get you a romance angel for the sign of Cancer. What is it that they need to know for the month of March? The sign of Cancer, Spirit. What is it that they need to know for the month of March? There's a few little mundane messages in here, like a possible reconciliation situation after releasing your attachments. You deserve love. You are lovable. Okay? Yes, absolutely. Separation, time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Okay? So this goes hand in hand with what I was saying. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you feel separated from God. You feel like not worthy of, or as if the universe is picking on you. That's kind of what I'm getting here. The Spirit is saying, no, surrender. Surrender. Let it flow to you. Okay? You deserve it. You deserve every bit of what you're about to receive in the month of March. And I want to tell you something, Cancer. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing that you can do. We can always work on ourselves, right? We can always journal and meditate and work on shadow and do all the steps of a spiritual enlightenment. We can always do all of that. And yes, it has a very significant impact on our thoughts and the way that we produce our reality and all of that great stuff. I preach and teach all of that all of the time. But this, for you, Cancer, there is nothing you can do, because there has been given a permission to attack you on purpose, intentionally, to see how you will react and who you will call on. Are you going to let that lower vibrational energy and everything that tried to come against you defeat you? Or are you going to trust in the divine and his capabilities and have faith and speak love and life and light into your situation and your circumstances? You deserve love. You are lovable. I'm not going to preach. I'm going to go ahead and get you a additional message and get out of here. I see the high priestess in me wants to come out today. So for the sign of Cancer, what is it that you need to know in the month of March? For the sign of Cancer. Ooh. Flexibility. Be willing to try new things. Stretch those mental limits you have placed on yourself. It's time to be flexible in your thinking. Okay? I'm not going to add anything to that. Look at the bottom. Reflection. Reflection can be one of the hardest and most rewarding things you can do. Truly look at yourself. This is a chance to change in a positive and constructive way. This is your Lieutenant Dan moment in the month of March, Cancer, and that is your message. Love and light.